Hi guys, welcome to what I'm hoping to be the last video about the competition for now. I'm sure there's going to be a lot more talk about it throughout the year and obviously closer to the next year's competition. But I kind of have to come back to my normal stuff at some point. So as promised, I'm doing a video today about everything I brought back from Spain, which are basically all the puzzles and some other stuff as well. So I'm going to divide today's video into multiple sections. So it's going to be puzzles that I took to Spain, then puzzles from the competition, then it's gonna be puzzles that, I got or bought in Spain, and then the other stuff. So let's just start with the puzzles that I took to Spain. The first one is a 500-piece puzzle by Ravensburger, and the title of this one is Lighthouse at Sunset. You probably remember this puzzle because I've done it as a practice puzzle for Spain, and then I've done it with my sister as well, and I've done it with Donna Louise in Spain. This puzzle didn't actually make it home with me because we had like a small puzzle exchange thing when we had the puzzle night at the hotel, and someone else has taken it. But I've done it 3 times, which is more than enough, and I don't ever have to see it ever again. The next one is a 1000-piece puzzle by Ravensburger, and the title of this one is Bicycle Ride Around the World. So this puzzle was specifically bought to bring to Spain because it's from 23 catalog and we wanted to do like a team practice run on it. So we actually never finished the puzzle as team, but they finished it on a puzzle night and I honestly wanted to give it away to someone, but then when I saw it finished I was like, oh god, I have to do this myself because the puzzle is so beautiful when it's done. I think it's gonna be a really fun puzzle to assemble in my lap in front of the TV because I just love like map puzzles and I've already seen it finished and I know it looks amazing, so I cannot wait to do it. So moving on to all the competition puzzles. So in the last video that I put out, I basically talk about all the puzzles from the competition in quite a lot of detail. So I decided I'm not gonna do that today because I don't want to do another 44-minute long video. So I'm quickly just gonna go through them with the main purpose of just telling you what I'm adding to my collection basically. So all of the puzzles from the competition are obviously Ravensburger puzzles, so I'm not gonna keep repeating myself on the brand and I'm just gonna give you the title and the number of pieces. So the first one is 500 pieces and the title is New York Postcard. So I don't have a box for this puzzle because Vicky brought it from UK and she didn't pack the boxes. So I just basically have a bag of the puzzle pieces and I've got a printed picture of the puzzle. But luckily, I have an empty box. So I'm just gonna, put this puzzle in here and then probably just exchange it with someone. And the dog is being pretty loud now, he just burped. So the reason why I took this puzzle home is because I want to do like a speed run on it, and I've only done the speed run with Donna Louise, so obviously it's a bit different because you only get to do like half of the puzzle. So I want to do it once to just time myself to see how I did compared to others, and then I'm probably going to exchange it. The next one is also 500 pieces, and the title of this one is Pokeball. I think I can easily say that this is one of my favorite puzzles from the entire competition. And even though it was really intimidating to do it in the semi-finals, I just love how bright it is. And obviously the circle colors are not really something that you can get in Slovenia. That's why I wanted to take it home with me so I can do it again. And then I might be willing to exchange it with someone, not just yet. But we'll see if I get any less attached to it with time. The next one is also 500 pieces and the title of this one is Ocean. Another puzzle from Circle of Colors collection, and I really like that collection, I'm not gonna lie. Vicky brought one puzzle from home and Donna Louise took that one because it didn't have a box, and then she got this one at the competition as well, so I decided to take it. And I really like it, I've only done it once with Donna Louise, so I decided I want to do it, again, just by myself. And also, it's a good thing to do now because, I've got times to compare myself to, so I can do it almost like as a practice run for next year as well. Up next is a pairs puzzle from Group A, and the title of this one is Student Days. So this puzzle is really busy, and I've already actually assembled it with Donna Louise and Carolina when we were in Madrid. So I really liked it. I'm not sure if I'm going to assemble it again because it just looks a little too busy for me. If it was an individual puzzle at the competition, I would probably speedrun it, but because it wasn't, it was for pairs and I don't really have anyone to puzzle with, I don't think I'm going to be doing it again. Up next is the first puzzle I had at a competition, and the title of this one is The Archaeologist Desk. So this was my first puzzle from the competition and my first ever like speed puzzling puzzle, I guess, officially. I really like it. It's something I would definitely buy in the shop, but doing a speed run on it is just a little bit busy for me. The reason why I took it home with me is because I want to speed run this puzzle again, because I want to see if like the stress of the competition helped me be quicker or if it slowed me down. So I know there's always a debate of doing the same puzzle the second time around. You should technically be quicker because you know the puzzle, but if I'm slower, then we are gonna know that, you know, the competition stress helps. But I think I'm gonna have to use the same full flip method, because if I do the salt, it might like ruin the results, I guess. Up next is a puzzle from Group E, and the title of this one is Springtime in Paris. I absolutely love this puzzle. When I saw it being pulled out of the bag, I was like, I wanted this one. So it has really clear section of where everything is, but really it was more difficult than the one I did, so I'm not gonna complain. But it's just like when I look at it, it just, you know, it would calm me down a lot, I think. So we've done this puzzle already with Donna Louise in Madrid, but I think I'm gonna have to do it again because I want to time myself so I can compare times to others at the competition. The last puzzle from the competition, it's a 1,000-piece puzzle, and the title of this one is The 50s. So this was our team's puzzle that we didn't actually pick. It was the only one out of the 4 that I wanted to do. So I'm gonna just do it leisurely, definitely not gonna time myself because it was a team's puzzle and I'm not gonna speedrun a 1,000-piece puzzle by myself, so no thank you. The reason why I really want to do the puzzle is because when I saw it for the first time, it was an immediate no for me because it's so busy. What I've learned throughout the competition is that sometimes it's better that the puzzle is a bit more busy than having nothing to go from at all. That's why I want to tackle it, so I can see like, even with the busy puzzle, if you can still kind of like do sections. So I'm looking forward to putting it together. I just have to point out that I'm dog sitting today, so if you hear anything weird in the camera, that's probably the dog. So I just wanted to show him to you so you know, because he's been biting my toes for like the duration of me recording the video. Is a bit hard to concentrate. But yeah, he's so adorable. Yep. Moving on to the puzzles that I brought back from Spain but are not related to the competition necessarily. The first puzzle is a 100-piece puzzle by Recent Toys, and the title of this one is Hot Dog Barbecue Puzzle. So this puzzle was gifted to me by Carolina, and she bought it in Spain where the competition was held. There was like a shopping center. I forgot what it was called, something in glass in the title, I think. Don't let the size of this puzzle trick you that the puzzle is easy, because I've actually already assembled it at the airport and it was a lot harder than it might look. Like, it's all ribbon grip cut pieces, but the fit is really good. Like, I had no problems whatsoever with misfits, but there's quite like a lot of repetitive color and, you know, yeah, it's harder than it looks. I mean, maybe I was just tired after all the puzzling. I'm just gonna use that as an excuse and like the whole day travels. But yeah, thank you, Carolina. The next one is a 7-piece Mandela puzzle by Puzzles. So this is technically not a puzzle. Well, it is a puzzle, but it was used like as a business card. So when we did the team's puzzles, they just put it on our tables, and I didn't even realize until after the competition that you could basically order the actual puzzles from them. It's a really cute and tiny puzzle. The reason why I took it is because I thought it's actually a magnet. So I realized after that it was not a magnet, which is a bit unfortunate because I can't put it on my fridge. But I think it's still a cute puzzle to, you know, display somewhere. Up next is a 257-piece puzzle by La Munda, and the title of this one is Freedom. So this is actually a wooden puzzle and it's packed away so nicely from everything, the box to the bag. It's just beautiful. So this puzzle was also gifted to me, and it's actually a brand that I've never heard of. So I cannot wait to do a puzzle brand review on it. It's definitely gonna make it to a video, so I'm really looking forward to putting it together. I haven't done a lot of wooden puzzles, so any new wooden puzzle that comes into my collection is quite special for me. The next puzzle is a 500-piece puzzle by Springbok, and the title of this one is The Very Best. So if you've seen the vlog video, you know that Donna Louise and I have made it to Don Juego y Don Puzzle shop in Madrid. and oh my god, they had so many puzzles. So obviously I had to buy some. Donna Louise suggested for me to try a Springbok puzzle because it's not a brand that I can get in Slovenia, and apparently the quality is quite good. From what she said, that the quality of the old puzzles is really good. So she actually, I don't think she's done any of the new ones, but I'm here to try it out for you. So this is also gonna be another brand review video. The next puzzle is a 1000-piece puzzle by Enjoy Puzzle, and the title of this one is Lady Autumn. Okay, I have to admit, I've been wanting an Enjoy Puzzle for a very long time because I've heard that the quality is so good. And then I actually found a shop in Slovenia, I think it's called Toyeto. I'm gonna link their website in the description box below, but it's basically like they do a lot of brands that I've never seen before in Slovenia. They're very expensive though. I think this puzzle was like half the price of the ones that I can get in Slovenia. And in Slovenia they only had like 3 images and I didn't like any of them. But what I did like is the feel of the puzzle. Like they had one puzzle assembled and they let me touch it and it was so good. So obviously when we got to the puzzle shop in Madrid, I saw like the entire section of Enjoy Puzzles and I just gone through all of them. And I actually just picked this puzzle because I really like the picture and I didn't realize that I'm gonna, well, I forgot, I know obviously that I'm gonna have to assemble it, but I don't think I realized how same the colors are until I opened the box. I would love to say that I'm looking forward to doing this puzzle, but at the same time, if the fit of the pieces is not gonna be good, I think it might drive me insane. But don't worry, you're gonna hear everything about it when I do the puzzle brand review on this puzzle as well. Moving on to a very special puzzle that you can't buy, and it's a 1008-piece puzzle by Ravensburger, and the title of this one is Anniversary Puzzle. I cannot tell you how grateful I am to be the owner of this puzzle because it's a very special puzzle, only 1,000 copies has been made and it's not actually available for sale. So Vicky and Donna Louise also got this puzzle and we decided we're gonna do something special with it closer to the next year's competition. I really have to thank Alfonso for, you know, not just the puzzle, it's just everything, like putting the competition together. It's a lot of work. Like, we've seen it, he's been doing long hours and everything, and I just have to say that, like, the entire competition was the best, but, you know, he just made everything just a little bit more special. So, thank you, Alfonso. Last puzzle I brought back from Spain. It's a 2,000-piece puzzle by Ravensburger, and the title of this one is Guinness World Records. So if you've been watching live stream, then you probably know what happened with this puzzle. So this puzzle was used to break a Guinness World Record. So 8 people were working on the puzzle. I believe that the time was 1 hour and 24 minutes and they broke the record. I really like this puzzle. This one was also gifted to me by Alfonso and it's just like all the records, well, all the Guinness World Records are supposed to be in the puzzle. So I think it's gonna be a really slow but enjoyable assembly. I don't know where I'm gonna begin though. Like, I've only done one 2,000-piece puzzle so far, so I'm not that, you know, familiar with them. And this one is also panorama and it's also vertical. So I have no idea like how wide is it gonna be. Oh, I'm gonna have to do it on the floor. It's not gonna fit in my puzzle board. I'll make it work. Don't worry about it. So these are basically all the puzzles done now, and there are just a few more things that I brought back from the competition. So yeah, these are some of the things that I brought back from Spain as well. So the Ravensburger head was basically gifted to everyone in the competition. It was like a goodie bag. Then I also received some like USA badges. I'm not a member, but I got one. Don't tell anyone. Then also I got this necklace from Donna Louise to represent New Zealand at the competition because we didn't have any flags anywhere. And it's a Maori necklace. I hope I'm saying that right. So it's supposed to be a fish hook and I actually really like it. But because I'm wearing long sleeves now and everything, this one's gonna have to wait for summer to become my official necklace. Obviously I brought some of the like table tags with me. I don't know what they're called. But yeah, so that's that. And then also Alfonso gave us the magazine. I don't speak Spanish that well, but I did check every picture and it was really nice to see a lot of familiar faces. And also, another thing that you probably saw me wearing, but is my puzzle hoodie. with my Slovenian flag, and also on the back it's got the teams and the names printed on it. Then the other thing that I brought back are basically the shirts from the competition as well. So I've got 2 of them, and I also had some stuff for my dad as well, but I've already given it to him, so I can't show you that. But there was like another towel and some t-shirts as well. So I just wanted to talk a little bit more about the hoodies and t-shirts and stuff like that as well. So at the competition in the bag, they actually have like bazillion, okay, maybe not bazillion, but they have quite a big variety of prints to choose from. And then different hoodies, different t-shirts. You can even get like socks and towel. I'm not sure exactly what else they have, but you can choose different designs, and then you just pick and choose what you want printed on the hoodies, you know. So I think it's just a really nice touch. You can make it really personalized, and you can even have it specific for every competition. Like I have in the back, I basically got team names from this year's competition. So obviously next year it would be different. I really like it. It's just one of the things that I didn't realize that I actually didn't have flag anywhere. So when I got this hoodie, I was like, at least people know what I'm representing, you know, for the individuals anyway, because after that I was New Zealand, as you can see. But yeah, I just have to mention that my last video just came out about 3 hours ago, you know, in real time, because I have to record a video like a week before I put it out, so I have time to edit it. And I told you guys to ask me anything you want to know more about the competition and stuff. So obviously I couldn't record that today because I wanted more people to have the time to watch the video and ask questions. So there's probably gonna be like a cutout with me answering all the questions, just so you know. But yeah, that's it for today. Bye! Okay, I'm back and I'm gonna answer some of the questions. So I've already gone through the comment section and I've replied to everyone, but there were a few questions that actually stood out for me, so I decided I wanted to elaborate on them. So let's just start with the first one. So that's actually a really good question, because we actually didn't have a choice, and thinking for next year, it's probably going to be a lot harder to pick a team. So Donna Louise actually started everything because she messaged me and she said she really wants to go to the Worlds, and she wanted me to come as well because she didn't want to be alone. Well, not alone, but she didn't want to go there without knowing anyone personally. So she basically asked me like, if I go, would you come with me? And I was like, yeah, sure, why not? You know, I didn't actually think there is going to be a chance that she comes because New Zealand is so far. And then she decided to, you know, she just booked her tickets, and I was like, okay, this is happening. So then I booked mine as well. And once we booked everything, we basically told our girls in the Battle of the YouTube Puzzlers group chat that we have. And then we were like, Vicky, do you maybe want to come because it's so near to you? And she was like, actually, I might be able to do it. And then Juby said that she's traveling Europe at the time, and we're like, well, you have to make a detour then and come to Spain as well. So that's basically how it happened for us. But I can see that for other people, that would be a really difficult thing to do, because it's like, who do you pair up with? So I can understand how this can be the most difficult decision, because your results depend on it. I mean, maybe how much fun you have depends on it as well. So yeah, I wonder what's gonna happen next year. But I think me and Donna Louise should definitely go, so I think we're gonna stay pairs. But for groups, things might change, so we're not sure what we are gonna do yet. Okay, so I really like the next question, because I puzzled for the first time in a team and I had no idea what to expect. So when we were doing like talking about and like strategizing about the competition, we basically said like, oh, we are gonna try to divide the puzzle in 4 sections, and then whenever you're sitting, you're doing that section. But then the competition happened, and obviously it didn't go as planned, because when you actually have a puzzle in front of you, you just don't know what's gonna happen. So we had 4 different puzzles as group, but I think with the majority of them we basically did the same thing. So I'm just gonna say what we've done. I have no idea what other teams have done. So if you have any other techniques that you use, just write them in the comments down below. I would love to see how other teams have done it. But basically what we've done is we either flipped the pieces over depending on the puzzle, or we did the full sorts. But both times we basically each picked what we wanted to do. So I would basically go like, oh, I'm gonna have everything that's got grey on it, and I would just pick all the grey out of the pieces and just assemble it in my own little corner. But when we did full sorts as well, we didn't really go by the corner of where you were sitting like we originally agreed on. We just picked the smallest piles of like any colour, and we started off with that because it was the easiest. And then we would just fill in the rest based on where we were sitting until closer to the finishing of the puzzle, because then usually it was like one concentrated area, and it was really difficult to have like 8 hands in the same area. So what we would be doing, I think Donna Louise was doing the shape sorting and would just be like handing us pieces and we would be putting them in. So yeah, it gets really crowded when you're about to finish the puzzle. I was not prepared for that, honestly. So the next question I kind of already spoke about in the vlog video, but that was mostly about the actual like trip. It wasn't specifically for the competition. So the best thing was for me definitely just being around people who have the same passion for puzzles as me. On day one, not as much because we didn't really know that many people, but then every day that went on, it just became more and more like, I don't even know how to explain, but you basically just couldn't wait to get to the dome the next day, because you were just like wanted to talk to everyone, meet everyone, wish them good luck, you know, ask them how their puzzle went, you know, and all of that stuff. So I think this was something that was so wholesome for me. That's why I'm saying, even if you're not a fast puzzler, just go, because just experiencing this connection with everyone it's amazing. And then on the other hand, my worst experience was, I think, just me getting into my head. It was like if I felt stuck with the puzzle, I could see that I really started to stress and like slow down because of it as well. So I think it's just one of the things that I have to work on for next year. So just, that's why I'm gonna use the countdown instead of count up. So, you know, I get used to the fact that I might not be able to finish the puzzle, and I'm okay with that. And about the techniques, it was basically like, I kind of decided what I'm gonna do as soon as I saw the box, because I think for me it was only between 2 choices, so either full sort or full flip, because I cannot do build as you sort, my brain just doesn't cope with it. I think the most important thing is when you decide to do something, like just stick with it, because if you start changing your mind as you're doing it, you're just wasting your time. That's actually a really good question, because muscle pain is actually a real thing when puzzling. But I normally sit down when I puzzle, so I don't really get back pain. I do get like shoulder and neck pain though. So I could see like on day one when I did my first puzzle, probably because I was a bit nervous as well and it was my first competition. So I think I was just like all tense in my body, and I could feel like aching after the first puzzle. So basically what I did is I just started to like massage myself. So I would be like going through my neck and my shoulders, and I did that basically every day, because it can get a lot, especially after puzzling for like 7 hours. I think it was 7 hours on like Saturday. If you did teams, pairs and individuals and you got to finals, you were doing, I think, 7 hours of puzzling on Saturday. So there was a lot of like stretching, you know, and just trying to warm the muscles up and massaging and all of that. So yeah, I don't know what I would do about the back pain though, because like I said, I don't puzzle standing up normally. I did do stand up a little bit on this competition, and I could start to feel my back ache. So I would massage that as well, and then I would kind of like want to stretch in every direction. I think it would probably be a good idea to bring some cream for like muscle relaxation as well, and then you can just apply it every night, you know, and then the muscles get relaxed overnight. I don't know, it's a lot. It can get a bit painful after like 4 days of competition, so I think it's definitely good to book yourself a massage after you come back home. But yeah, that's basically it for today, and I'll see you next time. Bye!